You know, I gotta give LSU credit. I thought Hurd came out of the gate really good. That's a good arm. He didn't walk anybody. He didn't make many mistakes. Really proud of our team to go behind, keep fighting, get the time run to the plate. Not surprising with this team. Obviously, you know, we say all the time as a team, failing to prepare is preparing to fail. So we had a plan. You know, obviously we were hoping Aiden would give us a little bit more length, but he competed his tail off. I have nothing negative to say at all about our team. It's a special group, and 6 p.m. prime time at the Bosch, LSU, North Carolina. Told our guys it doesn't get any better than that. So we'll really be excited for that game, and I'm excited to see our crowd come out and watch us play.
Questions for you? I don't know.
Was there any rust with Aiden because he had only pitched 2/3 of an inning in the last 15 days?
No, I don't think so. I just think he had a good fastball right out of the gate, 95, maybe 96. You know, LSU's a powerful team. You make mistakes, they make you pay. And if you look at it, we walked 7, only struck out 5, and that's not a good recipe for a win. So he just didn't make enough good quality pitches.
Mike?
Coach, did you consider saving Cam for tomorrow, or was
We had a plan, we stuck to it.
Adam?
Scott, where does that leave you for tomorrow?
With all of our horses ready to go.
So 2 years ago, you went with Schaefer on a couple of days rest. Would you consider doing something like that tomorrow?
All of our horses, they'll be ready. It's 1 day rest, actually.
Oh, yeah, right.
Parks, can you talk about the approach when you got down 8-1? I think we left the bases loaded in 3 of the last 4 innings. Just talk about the approach in the dugout from each inning once you got down behind.
Yeah, I'd say just the biggest thing for us was to continue to have good bats. You know, it didn't matter the score because, you know, the game's important. We wanted to grind out as many bats as we could. I thought we did a really good job. You know, unfortunately, we didn't get maybe the big hit tonight, but that's baseball sometimes, so that's just going to motivate us for tomorrow to come out even more ready to go.
Parks, going off of that, can you talk about the team's ability and kind of your ability tonight to, you know, make plays with 2 outs and get hits and kind of start to try and get something going?
Yeah, I think it's just kind of part of our character as a team. Just resilient, tough, and you saw it tonight. I think those first 2 innings we scored runs were all with 2 outs, so I think that's just big. And D'Onofrio's swinging a really, really good bat, so he's carrying us a lot right now.
Adam, you have your hand up.
Yeah. Parks, what would you say just the general mood for you guys is right now in the locker room coming in after, you know, a chance to clinch today and it doesn't get done? Like, how do you think everybody's feeling in there?
Yeah, I mean, I think we were disappointed we lost for about 10 seconds, and then we flipped the switch and realized that we have an awesome opportunity tomorrow at 6 with the home crowd, and so we're all just pumped up and ready to go.
Coach, team played 27 outs. What's your message to them going into tomorrow?
Do it again. Keep getting those guys on base. You keep getting them on base, somebody's gonna get a big knock for us. And, you know, as good as the arms they were throwing out there, that was big for us. If we go down more, they don't have to use some of those guys, and that adds up in this game. So that was a credit to our guys, and I mean, I tell you what, we had some opportunities if we hit a ball in the gap, you know, the game's a game of inches. Gavin right there at the end is a really good swing, just barely under it. That's what makes baseball what it is. So really the message is do what you've done all season and be aggressive. Like, play aggressive and go after it.
Coach, what was Herb doing, especially through those first 5 or 6 innings that made things so difficult for you guys?
Basically whatever he wanted. I mean, you know, he was feeling it, and he was really good. We couldn't get a base runner on. We got a base runner on. It was a little, you know, he wasn't quite as sharp because he had to be a little bit quicker because he knows that we're going to run on him. But man, he had pitches going. He had good velocity. He was ahead in the count. So really, he looked like a Friday night starter early on for sure.
Can you speak to Gavin's play at third base the whole weekend? Just one great play after the other.
It's the hardest position to transition to when you've been a middle guy your whole life. And he's worked really hard over there to learn, like, hey, it is a hot corner, and I've got to work my tail off to get good at it. That's a hard transition, and credit to Gavin to be his age, to put in that work to get better has really helped us. No doubt about it. If he hadn't made some of those plays, the game wouldn't have been as close.
Rod, then Adam.
Parks, did those at bats today give you a little bit more confidence going into tomorrow after the first two tournament games?
Yeah, definitely. I think, obviously I had a kind of rough last couple week or two maybe, but the bats today were huge for me to build some confidence. But you always gotta step up the plate with confidence. Sometimes baseball just works out that way. Where like the last 2 weeks haven't been great, but just really just looking forward to get out there tomorrow and trying to get some good at bats for the team.
Was it the same approach today as every other game, or did you change anything up?
No, not really. Just kind of stick with what I'm good at. Coach Forbes is always good about reminding me just to stick with the process. Since you know what you do well, so just kind of continue to do those things.
Adam?
Scott, you obviously never want to fall behind at any point, but the 2-run homer they had in the first inning, after they had piled up all those runs and come back on Walker earlier in the day, I mean, was that in any sort of way, did you think a big thing for their confidence, LSU's, just to sort of keep it rolling from the first game to this game?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you strike first, that makes your team more confident, obviously. And they did it with 2 outs, and this game's about getting big hits. And I thought Aiden made some tough pitches to Jones, and he made a first pitch fastball that was right to center cut, and you gotta give the kid credit, he squared it up, and that put him ahead. But again, we had those same opportunities, we just couldn't quite square that ball up tonight.
Everybody good? All right, thank you.
Thank y'all.
gentlemen.
Thank you.
All right.